right, let's see who's going to join me tonight for some fun. Got a few things prepared a little bit, but we'll go over the process as we go along. I'm going to shake up my mica sprays real quick because we are going to mica spray tonight. Hello, hello. Somebody joined me. Ooh, look at that. The way the light's hitting that. There it goes. Make sure you say hi when you pop on so I know if I can see comments and if you're there, who's there, lurking in the background. Okay. Well, I'll wait to see if anybody says hi. Okay. So, hey, Jamie. I'm not sure. Hi. I'm not sure if everyone has seen the sentiments that we have in the shop. So I want to show them, and we're going to use them tonight. So they come separated like this. Hi, Corrine. And all you have to do is glue them together. And they're super cute, and they're small. So they're sized for a card, or in this case tonight we're going to put them on a tag, but you could definitely put them on a card or a tag. So we have chillin', we have birthday ones that I know you've seen me use on cards before, and then we also have one called Jolly, which is this one, and I'll show you how to put it together. It's super simple. You just layer them up. So we have Jolly, so it's great for the holidays. It also comes with holly that you can put together to decorate as well. We're going to use that. And they're very small. They're the perfect size for an A2 card. They're only about a little over 2 inches across. So they're kind of perfect for a card or tag or whatever. I happen to have one of these tag things left from my bundle from Michael's. Yep. And I want to use that tonight because I want to make a shaker card, but I also want to use both of these sentiments. So we have to make 2 tags. So I know a couple weeks ago I made one with a square tag like this made out of acrylic. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. They're really inexpensive. They come in squares or rectangles, actually, like this, or they come in circles, and you can do whatever you want. But tonight we're going to create with the circle. We did this one a couple nights ago. When I got mine, they were only $3.49. You get 10 of them, and they were half price. So they're super awesome tags. They're easy to use, and I'll show you all of that tonight. So before the live, hi Adele, I took the acrylic tag and I put it over our craft paper, and I just drew the circle and cut it out and punched the holes. So when we put this together, it's the right size and it lines up and everything's great. So I did that prior to the live. Now, because we're going to use these sentiments and they're fairly large, I wanted to use very tiny Christmas images. We're going to use our stencil as well, our snowflake stencil. That's what we're going to do it on this paper right here. But we're going to do that one second. We're going to do the other card first. So I also pulled out a few of my images that are Christmas images, and they're very tiny. And I know they're hard for you guys to see because I stamped them with an ink I didn't realize was going to stain my stamps. I don't have that ink anymore because it did this to my stamps, which then I can't see what they look like until I pulled them off. So, but I love these stamps because they're tiny. I think they're made for more like planners because they're called Little Elf Agenda and Little Snowman Agenda, and these are from Mama Elephant. So there's snowmen and then there's elves, and I have colored these like a ton of times. So I chose a couple to go with the jolly of the elves, and I chose a few of the snowmen to go with the chillin'. Now, I know this is going to make you guys giggle just a little. So I chose these snowmen, like these two. This one is laughing at the melting snowman, and this one is, oh my gosh. And oh no, I'll talk about that in a little bit, Jamie. But I thought those would be super funny, especially with the word chillin'. And then I chose the little elf with presents and the candy canes for this one. So I'm really excited about this. Again, these were Mama Elephant stamps. We didn't have an elf or a snowman that was so tiny, so we're going to use Mama Elephant stamps because that's what I happen to have. So I'm going to grab my Memento ink and I'm going to stamp these little guys. They'll be a quick color, but we're definitely going to color them. So if you've ever seen any this tiny and you weren't sure how to color them quickly, that's what we're going to do tonight. And I have not pulled my colors yet, but I'm pretty sure we won't have a problem pulling them.
No, they're snowmen.
What?
No, they're white. They're snowmen.
Yep. Dale says that's all you got to do. Because they're snowmen, all you got to do. But we're going to put a little bit of color in them. He said that just stamp them. They're snowmen. No, they're white. They're good. Thanks, Jamie. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off the ink. Not that it really matters because these guys are stained so bad already, but we're going to do it anyway. I refuse to get rid of these little guys. They work perfect in my planner, and I love them. They're so cute and so tiny. I'm going to leave them on there. We'll worry about putting them away after the live. So we'll have to cut them out because there are no dies for these. Those are too small for you. I love them, and they're so easy to use. I think you'll like them. You'll like them when I get them done. You still might not like coloring them yourself, but they're gonna look so cute. I cannot wait. Okay, I did not pick my colors, so we're just gonna pick them now. I'm gonna zoom in a bit if my phone will comply here. There we go. Okay, so we're actually going to make 2 tags tonight. I am going to need a little bit of skin color. These are so tiny, you could never cut them out. Well, they're pretty simple to cut out because they're tiny. But we're going to need a skin tone, but I'm only going to be using 3 color skin tones tonight because it's super tiny, but we're still going to use 3. I know that sounds crazy, and we need some color for the little cheeks, so we got to take care of that. And then I'm just going to do them mostly in red and green, so I'll be able to use the same colors on both. The snowmen, I'm actually going to give them a little bit of color, so I'm going to do that with my BG10, my C0, and my colorless blender. And then I need a red and green combination. You can never cut them out. That's funny. You can. They're so easy to cut out. And they're tiny. They don't take very long. They're super quick. I want to stay in the realm of these greens, so I have to be a little bit careful when I choose my greens. I'll probably go a little more on that side. 94, 63, and YG03. I think this combination will do pretty good. And then red, of course, you know, I'm very picky about my favorite red, so we're going to use our 39, 46, and 24. So we're going to try these three. If we have any troubles, we'll add some to it, but I think those three will be good. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started with our little snowmen first because they'll be a little easier. So I'm going to use my BG10 to start with. And I'm just going to do like shadow areas with my BG10. It's a little on the blue side, but the blue works really well with the little snowman. And you can't see it a whole lot, but I like BG10 with my snowmen. So I'm just kind of going to go around where I think there would be shadow. And I'm going to do them all at the same time because they're tiny and I can. And then a little bit along these bottom areas where this poor little, this is the snowman from Texas. He's all melted because we don't ever get snow here. We just get blobs. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I need to pick an orange for his nose too. I forgot the orange for his nose. But these little guys, they're so little. They're a quick color, so we shouldn't take too much time on that. Since we have two tags to put together, one shaker, one regular. So now I'm going to use my C0 and I'm going to go around the outside and then I'm going to just extend out from where I put that blue. I'm not going to fill in the whole thing. We're going to use the colorless blender to do that. But you can kind of see how it's starting to give him a little bit of shape and stuff. I do have to fussy cut them, but they're tiny and they'll be fast, I promise. You won't have to wait too long. Dale, can you come get this big bug that's flying over the window that came in when the dog was outside, please? Right there. Please. Was that you or the dog? I don't like bugs. So if you hear me scream, I'm going to try not to. Dale's it's coming over here. There it is. It's right there. You're going to have to get it. Oh, don't squish it with my card.
I didn't.
You were hoping I was doing an image from the last release. I did all the images already from the last release. I could do that tomorrow, though. Which one would you like to have, Cheryl? If you tell me which one you would like for me to color, I can definitely do that tomorrow. I was trying not to wear everyone down with the same, coloring the same stuff. So I couldn't think of which one would be best. So I decided to go with the Christmassy theme. Bug guts! Eesh. It's gone. Dale got it. Yay! The bug is gone. Woohoo! So now I'm just going to blend these out with my colorless blender just to get that smoothed out a little bit. I'm pressing really lightly. I don't want to wash it out too much. So it's really, really light. Oh, yay, Tammy, I'm so glad. Yeah, I like to do them really light, but definitely so they look like they have some, you know, dimension and stuff. So I'll hold them up close here in 1 second. See? I think the key is I won't say most. Some people will color snowmen with a gray color. And I like the BG10. I like the way the blue just makes it look like ice to me. Now, if you want him to be a dirty snowman, you could use W's. But I like mine to look icy and happy. Have you seen the snowmen that have a tiny bit of sparkle? Oh, we could use a sparkle pen for that. I have not seen them, but that's a good idea. So for my skin, for these little guys, we're gonna let that dry before we color on that colorless blender. I'm gonna go ahead and just wet the skin. I might even end up giving these guys little smiles because I think all they have is eyes and a nose. And they're so tiny, it doesn't take a lot to get them colored in. One time I did, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many of these I colored like over and over and over. I did them like for this specific card I wanted to make, and I colored so many of these silly things. Okay, I'm using E13 because I don't really need to see a whole lot of anything going on this. I want them to be simple. I don't want to do a whole lot with them. They're not the focus of the card. The focus of the card is more the sentiment and the fact that it's like a shaker card, or you know. So I decided not to do a whole lot. Focus is going in and out a little. Oh, it's probably where I'm putting my hands, so I'll try to be a little more careful so you can see it a little better. Let's try that. Let me see if it zooms in anymore. Oh, look at that. How's that? Is that better? E11 is the next one. So I'm just going to pull out from where I put that last color, just to get him a little bit of color going on here. And when their eyes are like that and you're not really going to color their eyes, I don't really spend too much time focusing on going around the eyes. I just go right over the eyes. There we go. And then I'm going to switch real quick to my R11 for cheeks, because I want to give them little rosy cheeks, even though, you know, they look like little boys, but they can have rosy cheeks. And then, oops, that's not the right one. See, I love that I have my markers right here where I can see. E00 is last, so I'm just going to go over that with a little bit of the back and forth to kind of blend that out a little bit. Finish off the hands. It'll look like not much right now, but once you get all the color on them, it'll look really cute. And I may go back with my E13 real quick just for a few really darker areas, like right here, a little bit down here, and then right here, and right here, just to give them a little bit more dimension on their faces and on their hands. There we go. And now they look super, super cute. Now I did not pick hair color, so I'm just going to go with a simple brown color. So I'm going to use E29, 25, and 23. So E29, it's just their hair, so I just need a teeny bit of this E29 up there where the shadow would be. Same thing for this little guy right here. I just need a little bit. Not a lot, just a teeny bit. And then I'm going to skip to E25 because it'll be significantly lighter. And I'll just put the 23 last. So you see how fast these color up. You don't need to use much of it. Okay, E23 is last. I'm gonna go from the edge into the dark so I don't pull too much of the dark out. There we go. Now they have hair and faces. And now it's time to work on the red and green that we're going to use. And if we need to pull in any other color, we can do that as well. But I think I'm going to, maybe the bell might be a, let's pick a gold color just for the heck of it. And I usually use 4 colors on this one when I'm doing a golden color. So I'm going to bring that out and maybe we'll just do that first. So I'm going to use Y28 just to get the dark part in the bell. I want it in his little bell. And then I think I'll come back later and I'll do a little bit with the presents. But we'll do his little buttons and maybe his little feet. Maybe we'll just do his little shoes so we can have a little bit of extra golden color on here. And we're going to do both of them the same colors. It's just easier that way for me. And then I switched to 26. It's more of a mustard color, but I think it helps with bringing out the gold look. These are so cute. Now you guys know we have a release coming up this weekend. Super excited about it. Not gonna lie. I am really excited. You don't think you've ever used that color? Oh, it's so good for gold. Now, sometimes I like to throw in a little of this YR23 only because it's very bright compared to the duller colors. And I just kind of put a little bit of it in there just to make them look a little bit more on the golden side. What we need is a Christmas set from Sweet Sentiment Stamps Group. How about that? Oh yes, it's a, yeah. I wanted to do a Christmas. We did Christmas in July retreat, and I did a Santa and a penguin, and we may use those later, but it's a little bit late to start a Christmas set right now, so be on the lookout for that mid next year when we get ready to release something Christmassy. But yes, I have a long list of Christmas images to release with us for next year, and I'm super excited to do them too. I will be drawing like crazy here pretty soon. Okay. So I think I'm going to put these little guys' accent in green and their outfit in red because my jolly over here has a little bit more green than red. So I'm going to do green as my accent color and red as my solid color. So I'm going to do his hat, this part of his hat in the green. Yeah, you can totally use those if you were at the retreat. You can totally use those images. I believe they were digital images, so yeah. Super great. We thought about releasing them as a digital release, but then it was special for those that were at the retreat, and then we decided we might want to make them into stamps later, so we held them. You guys just got the sneak peek on them. Okay, so I'm going to do every other one. I'm going to make his little shirt striped with white and green to go with the red pants that he's going to have. Same with this one. And I'm going to put the green on this one right up against that candy cane because it's going to be red and white. So the green and white I think will look really good with that. We'll do the presents last. Okay, YG63 is next. And the last G color I chose will kind of lighten this green up a bit. You guys, be sure you stay tuned for that release coming this weekend. I did all the images on this release and I'm super excited about it. What does it look like? Honey,
it looks awesome.
Honey, do you know where the
No idea.
The card is that I... Hold on, let me see if I can think about where the card is with the... I think... I don't know what happened to my card with those images in them. The penguin, we've had a bunch of requests about the penguin to make him into a stamp for sure. I need Happy Mail. Take my money now. So they're all mine and they're all images I have never done before for a release setting. So I was a bit nervous, but I got great response from the DT, so I'm super excited. Okay, moving on to my red. I have R39 and we're gonna put his, you know what, before I do red, you know how I am with red, I'm gonna go ahead and do his little sleeves with this C00 that we used earlier and the colorless blender. I don't want to mix, you know how I always do red last, because if I don't do red last, then I will pull red with the colorless blender. I do it every time, as long as you know your limits. And I know that I will pull that red even though I don't want to, so I have to be really careful with that. So I'm going to do his candy canes as well. It's not released. I'm going to put just a little bit down here on the inside of each one that would be white. It won't look like a whole lot right now, but when we get the red in there, I think it'll show up and look really good. Now, if these candy canes were bigger, I'd be using a few more colors, but they're so tiny that I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. So I'm using the colorless blender now to just kind of soften that gray a little bit. If I had a copy, if I had that, I think it was on a card. Let me look real quick and see if it's in this bucket over here. If it is, I'll show it to you. If it's not, I'm so sorry. Nope. Dang it. I thought it might be in there, but it's not. And I don't know what I do with my projects from the Christmas. That was a long time ago. Okay. All right, so we're going to use R39 just to kind of start getting some of this red in here for these cute little dudes, little elves. Elves are so cute. I like What's the name of that movie, honey? The Christmas one with the Santa that his sleigh breaks down and the kids go with him. Do you remember what that's called? Yes.
Christmas Chronicles.
The Christmas Chronicles. Have you guys seen the Christmas Chronicles?
Kurt Russell.
With Kurt Russell? Man, I like that show at Christmas time. It's one of my favorites. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's really cute. It's a little silly, of course, but it's your favorite. I love it. It's so much fun to watch.
And you like to watch Claus.
Claus. Yes, we like to watch Claus too, but it's animated. It's an animated show. It's also one of my favorites that I watch every year. So there's 3. The Chronicles, Claus, and Noelle. What's her name that's in that one, honey? Anna Kendrick. Yeah, that's right. Anna Kendrick is in Noelle. That's her name is Noelle. It's super cute too. If you haven't seen that one, you probably like that one too. It's super cute. Okay, now we're moving to R46, which is my favorite red.
And then the Vanessa Hudgens princess ones.
Oh, we do watch the Vanessa Hudgens princess shows as well every year. And sometimes they have a new one, sometimes they don't. We watch all the, there's like a 1, 2, 3. There's several of them. But we haven't watched any Christmas. Have you guys watched any Christmas shows yet? My husband won't let me watch any Christmas shows until after Thanksgiving. These ladies hold you have to go and see what's going to happen. Oh, yeah. We love doing the online retreats for sure. And in person, even better. But we love the online retreats. So when we announce the online retreats for next year, make sure that you get yourself in on that, because they're going to be super fun. We teach so many things. So much. You learn so much. Alright, and we got to do this candy cane a little bit. If you use the tip of your marker, you can get really tiny thin lines, which is what you need for these teeny tiny little guys.
When is your Thanksgiving?
When is your thing? Oh, it is
23rd.
the November 23rd. Which reminds me, now that you're asking me that, so I will be leaving to go out of town the week of Thanksgiving with my husband for a long-awaited vacation. My parents are out of town. My son is far away, so we are going to go away for Thanksgiving this year. Our daughter is going to come and join us, and so it's just going to be us. So I will not be able to do a live from the location that we will be at. So no live next week, but you will have me tomorrow and probably Saturday for the new release, so I can show it all to you guys. And then, yeah, we decided we were going to go away and enjoy some time together. I think the presents need to be green, so I'm going to roll with the green, and I'll make the bow gold. So I think that'll bring it all out. But we're going to go ahead. We're just going to make the presents. Maybe we should do every other present. What do you think? Green, red, green, red. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Because I'm not going to make them two-tone. They're too small for that. So October 2nd and 3rd week of that month. Huh. So interesting how different it is. Hi, Mary. I don't know what time I will do the live to show the new release when I wake up on Saturday morning. The release is on Saturday. Although I could ask Jamie to let me do a sneak peek on Friday night. I don't know. She might not go for that. I never let her do early sneak peeks. I do have some samples ready though, so I'll be posting probably tomorrow or Friday a sneak peek to see if you guys can guess what's coming. I just got back. But if it's the weekend, Jamie does weekends, right? Yes, Jamie does the weekends, but I will be gone from this Sunday, through next Saturday. I'm going to be gone almost a week. And yes, I did just get back, so traveling isn't really something I necessarily wanted to do, but my hubby wanted me to go away with him, so I will get in the car. I do not have to drive, so Are you saying that's not early because I sleep in the mornings?
Friday's not early.
Friday's not early because it would be Friday night and it would be active Saturday morning, and that would be super great. Exactly. Let me talk to Jamie and see what she says. And if I can do it, I will post so you guys know to look for it. I'm going to use gold on the bow at the top. I normally take both ends off the marker, but the marker isn't going to be open long enough for that to really matter at this point. And I did not just refill my markers, so they're not going to be overly juicy. There. I do need family time. Definitely. Okay, so normally little top hats are black, but we're not going to do ours black. We're doing red and green today. So I think I'll do red scarf, green hat. No. Yes. I can't decide. Can you tell? Okay. We'll just do it and we'll just roll with it, and then, you know, then we can't change our minds. And they gotta have orange. They gotta have orange noses. So I definitely have to pick an orange. I think I'm gonna pick YR16. You have to leave. Bye, Meg. Okay. All the action's gonna happen here in just a few. As soon as I get these little guys colored, we're gonna start making some stuff. So I'll upload to YouTube, so if you miss the rest tonight, you can always catch it on our YouTube channel, or you can rewatch on Facebook. Up to you. Your choice. These are super cute though. Okay, his little hat looks cute and green. I like it. And now we're going to do the scarves the same, and they'll be red because I'm really going to set them in this order when I put them on the tag. So I'm going to go ahead. These little snowmen are so funny. Look at him. He's like, oh my gosh, are melting. And the other one's laughing. I think they're so funny. Whoever came up with these was a good idea. There's a whole bunch of other ones too. They're not necessarily melting, but They have hats and a bird, and there's just so many different ones. But I love it. Oh, Jack is making a lot of noise down there. Can you guys hear him? He's under my table at my feet. Snowmen are the cuties. They are. I really like them. And I like these particular three because I think they're funny. I feel like, especially the melty one, that's a great one for Texas. All right, orange on their noses, and then we're going to cut them out. And I promise it won't take long, even though it seems like it would take a long time, but I promise it won't. Now they're all done. Uh-oh. I dropped my marker cap. Okay, there we go. Back on track, back on track. All right. So let me see, where are my cutter bees? Here they are. So we're going to cut these out. First of all, I don't like a lot of stuff around them when I cut them, so I usually cut all the excess stuff off. And then we'll just get these little guys going. They're pretty small, so they shouldn't take too long. I wish I had dies for them, but I don't think they had dies for them. And when I did all those cards and stuff with these, I had to cut every single one of them out.
I can make a laser cut file for it.
Yeah? Woohoo. There's one. See, that didn't take too long. There's one. I wish I could fast forward the video for you guys. Or we could just talk. I think I'm gonna leave these droplets on him when I cut him out, instead of cutting them out separately, which I could do as well, but how fun is that? I'd probably lose them somewhere. That would be terrible. So we're just going to cut them right on out with the snowman. I think it'll look fine like that. I feel confident. Cut his little arms out. I usually don't like to leave any white space on there, but these are so tiny, I'm not sure it's really going to matter. Number 2 is done. Told you it wouldn't take long. One of my favorite fussy cutting scissors. I like my cutter bees. And I have like the Tim Holtz cutters, but the blades are bigger, so they don't work quite as well. This one is also very tiny. It's the Spellbinders one, but for some reason it doesn't seem to cut as easily and crisp as the cutter bees. So for some reason the cutter bees are still my go-to. I have not found one that I like better than the cutter bees. They just cut the best. They don't, sometimes when you cut like this, like it rips the paper, that's when the scissors aren't very good. And the cutter bees don't do that unless they're very old. I've had that happen once when mine got too old. Number 3 is done. So see, it won't take long. We're almost done. I'm not going to worry about the little white areas. I think it's fine because they're so tiny. Almost done. There we go. He's done. One more. And we're done with the cutting. One more. If you just hang out with me for a few minutes longer, I'll be done with this. Sometimes it's meditative to do this fussy cutting. Some people even like watching people do it. I don't mind doing it. Just I prefer not to do it when I'm live. So that's why usually I die cut, or I try to pick stuff that doesn't have fussy cutting involved. But this one I couldn't help. I needed the little bitty guys, and there was no way around it. Although I could have used my brother's scan and cut, I guess. But I didn't think that far in advance. There we go. Last one. All done. That didn't take too long. I throw all my papers away, and now we can start assembling. So I'm going to zoom out just a bit, if I can get it to work. There we go. These little guys will go with Jolly, and these little guys will go with Chillin'. So we'll start with the Jolly one, because it's gonna have a few more extra steps in it. Then I'm gonna move my markers out of the way, so give me just a second to make a little space on my desk. Okay, so this shaker card actually has, I'm gonna zoom out a bit more, actually has 4 pieces to it, and I've done these before on the live so you could see them. There's an acetate piece here, and then there's 3 of these. So this one layers on top, and then the acetate, you put the shakers in there, and then you close this one off. Well, I want the inside to be green, and I want the outside to be red. So I chose the Distress Mica Stain sprays. This is called Wicked Elixir, which is actually a Halloween green, but I figure it works for Christmas. And this one is the Distress Mica Stain Peppermint Stick. So this is kind of a Christmassy red. And it settles at the bottom, so you have to shake it up really good. We shook them up really good before the live, so they just need a little bit of, just a little bit of oomph before we use them. I've never used the Wicked before, so it's going to surprise me probably on what color it is. I'm going to do it right here where you guys can see. I have my box here. I'm going to spray right on my desk. Brave, I know. But I'm going to do it. So if I want the inside to be green, I'm going to spray this one with the green. So this is the Wicked Elixir, and I've never used it, so gotta give it a second to Dale, do you think you could dry these for me once we get the colors on there? Look at that color. Isn't that pretty? Do we have a paintbrush handy, honey? I kind of want to move it around so it's solid on there. I think we cleaned our paintbrushes last night. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Melanie. We're starting, we did our coloring, and now we're assembling our tags we're gonna make tonight. I like the green too. I really like it. Okay, so I have this paintbrush here. And what I want to do, and I always use my tweezers to hold it still, what I want to do is see if I just move this around, will it cover the whole thing? Because I kind of want it to be like the outside. I'm okay with it being splattered like that, but the inside I kind of want it to be more of a solid green. So I put a whole bunch on there. I'm okay with it being, you know, however it wants to be. I just want it to have green all over it. So there we go. That is the green. Isn't that pretty? It's going to take a little bit to dry. That's why we started with this one. I have a little towel right here, and I'm going to lay it on that towel while it tries to dry. They don't generally take too long to dry. They're usually pretty quick. So this one has to be red. So I'm going to switch. The green, it's called Wicked Elixir. Wicked Elixir by Ranger Distress Mica Stain. And this one is Peppermint Stick. And now we're going to spray the peppermint stick, which I really like as well. But I want to leave this one a little bit more spotted just because I think it's really pretty that way. So I'm not going to use the brush. I do have another little napkin here, which I already have the red peppermint on it because I was using it earlier. So I'm just going to flip that open, and then I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to pick it up and lay it on my paper. Now I do want to, this one doesn't need it because it's going to be covered front.
Look, it's a sad guy with a beard.
Dale's making faces out of what's left over on here. I don't need any color on this one. I did kind of want to do the back of this one red, so we have to wait till it dries. I don't know how long it takes to dry though. We could ask Dale to dry it for us. You want to dry this for me, honey?
Use your heat tool.
Use my heat tool? Do you think that'll dry it? Okay, hold on. Plug your ears. Oh yeah, that's working. Oh good. Now we'll be able to do the back of it too. Okay, look how beautiful that is. It is all dry now. Isn't that awesome? So now, before I lay it in here, because this is already wet and I don't want to mess up my green, I'm going to lay my napkin in there, and then I'm going to spray the back with the red. So it'll get all over my napkin, but I'm okay with that. We should just dry the red too. Holy cow. You're welcome anytime. Hold on, I'm going to turn it on again. Let me dry my red. Just a little bit. Some of it is pretty thick red, so I don't want to dry it too much. Ooh, the shiny on this red is so cool. You see it drying? The stamp sets released. Yes, they all have been done. Let's hold it. Okay, so I don't want to leave that on too long for you guys to listen to, but this will allow the red to finish drying while we work on the other project. Hey honey, can you take this paintbrush now so that it doesn't get messed up? All right. Okay, we're all done with that. That was super quick and didn't take too much time. That's why I love these mica sprays. They're pretty amazing. When it gets really thick, sometimes I just touch the paper with it. You can't actually see what I'm doing, but sometimes I'll touch the paper with the really thick spots so that it'll dry. But see how it just has a few wet spots? But look at how cool that looks. I really like that. Okay, so we're going to give that a little bit more time to dry. And then we'll move on to our little chillin' one. So I want to use you need to get that box. That box is called the Splat Box. Look, for spray, paint, and more. It's a Tim Holtz Splat Box. I love it. It's small, it's easy, and it goes by quick. So I'm going to use our snowflake mandala that we have in the shop, and I want to put snowflakes on this background. So I also don't want it to move around. I don't want my circle to move around while I'm trying to work on it. So I'm going to use this sticky grip pad, you know, that I love so much. It will hold down my circle. And then I'll just use my magnets to hold this in place. So everything stays where I want it to stay. And then I'm going to use this to put some snowflakes on here. So I'm going to need to put some washi tape on top of my stencil to block anything else because I only want the snowflakes. So I'm just going to cover this up. And I'm going to cover this one. I want to use one snowflake at a time because I want to choose where I want my snowflakes to be. So I'm just going to washi tape around the snowflake. And then I have chosen tumbled glass, which will work really well with the sentiment that I have. So I'm just going to choose a few different places to put these snowflakes, just wherever I'm feeling it at the moment. Doesn't have to be anywhere grand, but we have this stencil in the shop. If you like it, you can get it there. We're using so many supplies from all kinds of different places tonight. But I think that's what makes it super fun.
My holder works out well, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I'm gonna move this. Oops. Wow, they like to stick together. Okay. I just want to be careful not to go over the edge, like over here, so I don't get it on my paper. See how pretty they look? I like them. It's gonna make a background in itself and super easy.
You don't have to hold the holder.
Huh?
You don't have to hold the holder. It'll grip.
I have to get used to that, honey. I think I went outside the line. Oh, nope, I'm good. Okay. Now I want one right here. Oh, sorry. One right here. And then I think I need one more over here. And then I think I'm done. Ooh, okay, cool. There we go. And now we have a snowflake background, which I love. I love it. That is exactly what I wanted. That worked out perfectly. Okay, so I can clean my stencil later. No worries about that. We can lift our background. So now we have snowflakes on there. You do not want to stick these magnets together. They do not come apart very well. This is trying to do two things at one time. Two projects at one time. Are you guys keeping up with me? I'd like to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, here we go. We're going to take our little chillin' words and we're going to glue them together. This is like an iridescent paper. So sometimes it looks a little bit funny colors to you guys, but it's actually like a silver-ish color. Let me grab my glue, which is way over here. We have the bear pins back in the shop, so if you're looking for those, if you have a specific color you want, you can put it in the notes section when you order it, and we'll do our best to try to get you a color that you want. If you don't put anything, you get a random. I'm just going to put a few on these little tips. I don't want them lifting up. On these icicles. And then these are super simple to put together. And they are currently in the shop. Oops, it stuck to my finger because I had glue on my finger. But see how they fit so perfectly. I'm going to use my espresso to press them together. You have not seen the topper. I have a teal one, and on my little glue I have a purple one. I have a couple here handy. This one is teal and purple together, and this one is purple as well. I have extras just in case, because you know I couldn't help myself. They were just so cute. And this is the best part about the Barely Art glue, which you can also get on our shop, is that these tiny areas, this glue works awesome. So you don't have to worry about getting a whole lot outside the project. But if you do, it's okay because it dries invisible, so you don't have to worry about that. So we're going to put this word chillin' in here. There we go. How cute is that? This is awesome. Okay, now I'm going to use my espresso again. And yes, this is a different color. I have several colors of espressos on my desk. I'm going to peel off the top layer that's on this acrylic tag. It's a little bit challenging to get a hold of that layer, but once you do, it's usually pretty easy to peel off. So it's going to be completely clear. There's one side. So don't buy them and not peel off the plastic, because it will be frosty, but look at how it's completely see-through when you get done, which is awesome. And I've never put Barely Art glue over top of oxide, so I'm hoping it doesn't do anything weird. But I'm just going to put some glue. I really just need it around the outside. Should be doing it with my right hand, otherwise I can't really see what I'm doing. The cool part about this glue is you can put it on there with your hand like this. And when you get done, it wipes right off your hands. So you don't have to worry about that. It stays tacky, even though it doesn't look like it looks like it's dry. It stays tacky for a little bit. Then you just rub your hands together and the glue goes away. You don't have to worry about it. And then this will sit right on top. Because I already cut it that way. Then I'm going to press it with my espresso. Now, oh, I got glue on top of it. That's on the outside, not on the other side. So let me get my little towel here and wipe off the glue I got on the outside. Okay. You can tell the snowflakes kind of changed a little with the glue because it set off it triggered the oxide, but it looks cool. I like it. Then I'm going to take this, chillin'. I'm going to put it on the outside of this one. So I put some on the inside, some on the outside. And then we're going to take our little guys. I'm going to start with the center one so I can put him exactly where I want. And then I'll put the other ones around him. These are so cute. Hi, Michelle. You can make yours however you want with whatever you want on it. Just know that you can use the Barely Art glue to stick a backing on it if you want. And you can put anything on the front as well. The Barely Art glue will stick to the acrylic, so it's great. And now there's paper on the back, so I can put a sentiment if I want, or whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. Whatever we want. Hello, hello. Tag number 1. Done. You can see the snowflakes in the background. The chillin' is sparkly. So pretty. You can put a ribbon in there if you'd like. I'm not a big ribbon person, so I don't know. I didn't pre-cut any. But look, on the back you can write who it's from and who it's to. And then the other one, now that we're all dry, this is our red on the back, green on the front. So I'm going to take this piece right here. Again, I'm going to use my Barely Art glue. Then you just place these together. Just make sure you get them lined up. Once you have them lined up, you can press them with your espresso. As soon as I figure out what I did with mine. Do these tags come as a die? No, this is actually a set of these. We're at Michael's. They come in a set of 6 or 8. I can't remember now. Hold on, I can tell you though. I have the package in the trash right here beside me, so I can show you what they are. They're Recollections shaker tags. 6 came in the package. And then you can make them however you want. I've made several of these already. I've actually made 5 on different lives and stuff. So that was my last one. I thought it would be fun to do with you guys. And I believe there is a plastic coating on this one as well. So I'm going to try to get it off. Hopefully I'm not scratching up the thing. Maybe there's not. No, I'm pretty sure there is. Let me see if I can get it. I think I remember there being a plastic coating on this, but maybe not. It doesn't seem to be peeling anything off. Oh wait, here we go. I think I got it now. There we go. Yep, there it is. Okay, and then we'll put our shaker stuff inside here. So I have some shaker bits already ready that I wanted to put inside here. You can put as many or as little as you want. I prepped how much I wanted to put in mine already before we went live. I kind of mixed a few different ones, a few different mixes together so I could get exactly the type of colors I wanted inside the shaker. And I just want to make sure it's flat before I close it up. I wish I'd have had more of these little peppermints, but I didn't. I wish I'd have had more. I'm gonna put glue right around the edge of the acetate. And then I'm gonna lay that on top of my shaker. I'm going to use my espresso again because that's what holds it down so easily for me. And yes, the glue will hold the acetate. And then we have this one to put on top. So this tag is going to be super cute. I am excited. Lots of people in my family are going to get tags with their presents this year because I've made a bunch of them on lives. And even off the live, I still was playing with tags. I don't know what my deal is with tags these days, but I don't usually like to make tags. They're not really my thing, but for some reason, these Christmas tags are making me really happy. So now, and it's red, and red on the back, and red on the front, and green inside. I love it. Now we're going to slide over our decorations here. We have two little guys there, and here's our jolly. This is what you get in the jolly package online. They're very inexpensive, but they fit on A2 cards and tags, so that is super great. And it goes green and then white. You can tell because the white is smaller. We usually have a ho 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 as well, but it is sold out currently, so Mr. Dale has to make some more because these are Ledoux Designs. Designed these for cards. Then you just place that one on top, press it with my espresso.
The one you're using is the test version. The one on your
spit it out.
candy bar package is production.
Oh, okay. Dale says this is.
So you could just show the difference.
I didn't have any of these left in my stock because I've been playing with them. So this is the test run, he said. This one is the sample, but I have what the actual one looks like that's in the shop. And I'll show that to you. I have it on a project. I'll show that to you in just a moment. I stuck my finger on something black and got a black spot on there. And then these go together. They're different sizes. They're all the same size, aren't they, honey, in the new one? The ones online, because it was hard to do match them up. So now they're all the same. That's why he makes me test out the stuff to make sure it works out. There's one there. There's one there. They're all the same size, so you don't have to match up anything. Mine are a little different, but this is the test run. He did make them different, and then they were so confusing to teach people without you being there that we decided to make them all the same size. It'd be a little easier for you guys when you get them. So you You get a couple, you stick them together, you're all good. So you'll put them together, and then you have some little holly berries that you'll put on them, which we'll do when we assemble it onto this. So here we go. I want to put the jolly up here. I think I want jolly to be right here, but I need it down so it's not blocking the hole for the tag. Let's see, maybe I want to put, I might not want to put these on here. Yeah, I will. Look, that almost matches perfectly. I could just do two, right? I think I'll just do two. And I think I'll glue them together. Like this. You get to choose, because it's your holly, how you want to do it. I think I want my holly to be like this. Perfect. I'm going to put glue on the back so I can stick it down. I'm going to hold it there for a second. Holding, 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 holding. Now I'm going to put my holly berries on there. Still got to put my jolly. I think I might pop up my jolly actually. I'm going to put 3 berries. I'm only going to put 2 leaves. Like this. I don't know if I should pop up my jolly or not. Maybe I'll just put it on there. I'm just going to glue the top of the jolly. I'm not going to glue the bottom because it doesn't really matter. I just need it to stay on there. Like this. I love it. And I want to put this little guy down here. I don't want to cover up all the sequins and stuff. And then here's the surprise. Are you ready for the surprise? I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put this little guy on the back. I think he'll look cute on the back. He'll be a surprise on the back. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. He's so cute. So I did 2 because I really wanted to put 1 on the front, 1 on the back. I thought it would be really cute. So now we have 2 new tags. What do you think? I put them on the back. Look how cute they are. Aren't they adorable? They will look so cute on little packages. So this is what the jolly looks like. And these are the leaves for the one in the shop. It's a little bit different. It doesn't have white. It doesn't have white in here. It has the tan, and it's slightly bigger. See how this one is a little bit smaller? That's a little bit bigger. But it still fits on an A2 card. This is a project we made at one of the retreats. You put a candy bar in there. It's super. I already ate the candy bar out of it, but it was super fun. But this is what it looks like in the shop. This is Dale's mini version for me. Aren't they cute? And look how it was so easy to do these little guys. I love these acrylic tags. I'm telling you, they're gonna last. Somebody can re-gift, can reuse it on their gift, or you could use it as an ornament on your tree. It would be so great. It's so perfect. So, really quick recap. We used this from Michael's, the acrylic from Hobby Lobby. We used the stamp sets from Mama Elephant. You really don't need my receipt. From Mama Elephant. We used this stencil from Sweet Sentiment, which is Snowflake Mandala. And we used the sentiments that we have in the shop at Sweet Sentiment. So this is, and this was the shaker stuff was me at combining a few of them that we had in the shop. So there you go. What do you think? Did you guys love it? So much fun. I have so many tags now. I have wooden tags and I have acrylic tags. And the last acrylic tag we made was this one. Remember when we made this one? It's acrylic as well. So it doesn't have to be Christmas. It can be anything that you want. But you should get you some of these because they're super cheap. I got mine 50% off. I think I paid less than $2 for 10 of. Do the brown come with 10 or do they come with 5? This size comes with 10. I think this size might come with a few less, but yeah, super cool.
I think maybe 8.
8? Dale says he thinks maybe it was 8. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Cheryl, tell me which new release you want me to color tomorrow. And I can do that. I have them all handy, so we can color any one that you want. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'm so glad you liked it. Yeah, we definitely, you guys need to get these. They're super cheap and so much fun. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys here tomorrow night, same time, 9:30. Oh, I have to read above. Okay, I can do that. 9:30 Central tomorrow night. I will see you guys there. Thank you for joining me. Super fun. Good night.